But it's vital you stay connected. Listen to this, right? There's so much to say. It's like a massive iceberg, and I can only chip the edge with words, tiny little chisel away piece by piece. And for me to explain to a human being, which we all are, but this is not human, this is beyond. So what's the value of enlightenment from this perspective? This perspective is beyond the fleshly self, the ego, the persona. This is from the ultimate perspective. You can't explain the point of enlightenment. What a question. What's the point of enlightenment? It's just, I mean, from the mundane perspective, well, your problems are solved instantly. That's it. I mean, not on the surface. It doesn't matter about the surface. It doesn't matter what's going on in your life. Problems are solved. That's it. That's it. Oh, God. That's the whole teaching right there. Beyond understanding. I mean, right now, the method I'm giving you is not a map. It's immediate seeing, direct seeing. But this is what happens when you search for the truth. You just cannot fit into the usual world. Although you're intelligent enough, what a misery. Terrible, terrible. We can't fit in there. We can't. There's no way. Because they're looking for status, mortgage, 60, 70, 80, old people's home, house gone, all the money paid, £2,000 a week for the old people's home until you die. And then what? So if you can see the truth, you just can't. You can try, you try. That's the wilderness period. See the truth as a child, grew up, and then saw the truth, 2002, fully. I couldn't even begin to explain his life because he's been searching for truth. He's like done crazy. I mean, given up everything, lived in a monastery, lost it, threw away his identity. He fasted for 3 days, no food and water. I know you can go many days without food, but I was working every day without drinking in the summer festival because I was working there and studying, training. The roof of his mouth, I'm not an expert, but it was all cracking, literally. You could feel pins going into the roof of my mouth. So, just refocus beyond. I can tell you step by step how it happens and what happens. But then you'll have a plan, you'll have a map. I don't like maps. But maps are good in the way I was getting to earlier, that you can follow the map step by step. And then suddenly it disappears and you just drop. That's the other method, which is equally wonderful. And it plays with the human being, because the human being can't handle the truth. I don't want to jump into the map because what I'm telling you now is really, really important. There's no sequence in the truth. It's not a bunch of concepts. It's like a road with speed bumps. That's concept. And that's talking and that's explaining. But the truth, in contrast, it is contrast. There are two. But one is beyond the iceberg, the chip of the ice. It's beyond just a word to explain something phenomenal, but nothing. So I'm stuck on the speed bumps. But if you want me to go beyond, so Tony comes back, speaks beyond, and then I, without trying, no doing, no expectation. Then there's nothing to say anymore, you see. That's the problem. What's the point of speaking? There's no point in picking anything up. I'm going to stay over here. It's not me. I say I'm going to stay. But I stay there. And he's over there. Do you know what I mean? We're one. But Tony wants to explain that, yeah, he might look stupid doing this. And you can judge him. He doesn't care too much. But he doesn't like it. Of course, he's got an ego. His ego. But that's okay. He's prepared to embarrass himself for the truth. He's probably equally embarrassed in everything he does anyway, without me, right? So what's the difference, you know? What is the difference? It's better to be embarrassed for God than just carry on being embarrassed every day by being blind, you know, acting with stupidity. He doesn't really act with stupidity, he acts according to the world, you see. Some difficult, obnoxious person comes across him, he reads that, he receives it, he digests it, and he gives it back. Sometimes. I mean, he's not a real bad person. I mean, he's really patient. He's really, really patient. But, you know, he's got a limit. 3 times is the limit. You know? But that's ego. It doesn't disappear. The ego stays. We are who we are. I don't blame him at all for who he is. He survived in the world. I couldn't do it. You have to have an ego. The ego stays while you're alive. You need it. So yeah, the ego, Tony's ego, I don't care about it. I don't care about it. It doesn't matter. More important is that, you know, God is you get it, don't you? If you don't get it, you don't get it. If you get it, you get it. There's no point saying it. So I love Jesus so much because, you know, he says, let those who have ears hear, and those who do not have ears, let them remain deaf or become more deaf. Let those who have wealth, which means understanding, be given more. And yeah, and those who have nothing, that's a bit harsh, isn't it? Those who have next to nothing, even what they have will be taken away. It only applies to now, here and now. So I'm giving you, or this is happening, right? And if you can't hear it, of course, well, you're going to turn away. And you'll never have another chance, of course. Because you won't listen to me again. It's simple as that. So you've made your decision based on what you see and what you project and what you think and what your background is and how you've been brought up and how you've been schooled and the world and its effects on you, which have created this persona, an ego person. It's good if you ask me questions, then I can just answer that question. Because in this place, well, there's nothing, you know, it's absolute beauty. Let me go through the steps then. So number 1, you say, can you help me? Okay. I'll fill it in. It's phenomenally full of information. We are here in this world, in this environment, ego, person, life, experience. My son, maybe he's moody because I woke him up this morning to do that job for me. That's happening. All these things are happening. But beyond, everything is appearing, everything's happening, everything still occurring. I hear the annoyed voice, I recognize the annoyed voice, but from here, I don't. So it's happening, it's coming in, I can feel it, but I don't meet it. I don't meet it with some splodging of horrible, messy jam, peanut butter, which makes a horrible mess. Oh, look what I've got now. I've got something. I've got a splodgy mess right there, because I was the one that added the jam and the peanut butter. Does that make sense? Yes, those who have ears, let them hear. Those who don't may, will lose this opportunity. But you'll get it at the right time. Okay, so anyway. So from this ultimate perspective that we're in, that we see, which is happening around us, it really is there. I'm not ignoring it. I haven't disappeared, but I have. Okay? But I haven't. It's non-dual. So it's happening. I've got complete consciousness of it. I even see... No, I don't see... I haven't splodged anything on it. So the annoyance in his voice for being woken up, or the huffing, or, that could irritate Tony. Tony could... why does it be like this? Why can't he just get up first thing in the morning? It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But Tony doesn't say that to him. He's very patient. But when you've given him so much grace, and then he's angry just because I woke him up to do me a favour, Tony could be like, oh, that hurts. That's offensive. So this is the butter, this is the jam, this is the peanut butter I could throw, but I don't. Because I just don't pick it up. I stay beyond. I stay there. I am there. That's where I dwell, but not the ego person. The ego person's still there, but the ego is there, but he's like dormant. He only comes alive when I do that. I have to explain. So, that's that. That's what happens. So I don't meet it. I'm there. But I'm not there. I'm here. But I'm not here anymore. I'm there. Perfect explanation. Did you manage to follow that? That's so deep. The place to be is beyond, and it's so beautiful. Yeah, as I was saying, step 1. One of the steps I wanted to say, I can't remember which one now. I don't, I'll get it, but I don't want to think. If I think, I lose it. Lose the moment of truth beyond. It's the beauty that's still there. So one of these steps, you look back. So you see, you ask for help beyond all this stuff. You are beyond. And you say, so this is proper step 1. I don't know how to fix my life. My life is a mess. Because I've made it a mess. He's just stubborn. He just wants to get away. He wants to be free, as we all do. And you can't blame him. So he says, over there, which I see, can you fix this for me? I've finally spat it out, haven't I? Finally spat it out. It's so hard to just jump into because it's so deep. It's so deep. Just to put it in words is just like an insult. It's an insult. It's so beautiful. So first, step 1, you ask for help. I'll just go through the steps. Otherwise, I would never get anywhere. Because I could write a massive book on each step. It's so amazing. Step 1, you're over there, beyond. My life's a mess. Please help me. Can you help me? Step 1. That's it. Step 2, no, step 1.5, sorry about that, because step 2 is different. I'm adding 1.5. You see beauty. You see the beauty. Sorry, I keep looking that way, because I should be looking at the lens, but it's so weird talking. Let's not get into that. you see the beauty. You see not just beauty, but you see something more. And I want to explain it like this, which is part 2. You start remembering something in your life, which is really beautiful. There's no precision in words. It's so rubbish. Labels are nothing compared to the reality of it. And I'll explain, because as I'm looking out and seeing the beauty, I see the tree. It's very nice. It's a nice green. But I see below it new March growth of beautiful green leaves, which have such... And now I start to analyse, you see. Now I start to label, it loses it. It doesn't come from the object, it comes from the projection, it comes from inside. This is step number 6. Whatever. Forget about it, don't worry about it. It's just that, okay, step 1, ask for help, you know, and then it draws you in, you see the beauty, you're seeing beauty, and you think, but that's just green leaves. Where's the beauty coming from? Now I look at it, I can see that there's just green leaves, and I start to assess. So you start seeing beauty. Okay, this is 1.5. As beauty is triggered in your mind, you try to associate it with something, because you can't associate it to green leaves. Okay, they're just green leaves. I mean, I'm not some horticultural hippie. You know, I'm just. That's very judgmental. Maybe they're enlightened too. I don't know, but I don't see the beauty inside some green leaves. But beauty was there, associated, welled up. But it couldn't be green leaves. So your mind grasps the one thing you really did love, that you really did enjoy. So you've got to be careful not to go on a trip, you know, back over, oh yeah, forget that. That's Tony thinking. He was trying to think for me. Idiot, don't ever do that. Because I'm taking you back into the moment as it happened. So the objects are dead. They're gone. They're dead and gone. That phenomena has been ejected, really, because it's not there. If it was with me, or the potential of being with me, great. But it's not. Even if I could be with her now, I wouldn't want to, because she's going to be older by 20 years. Right? I'm not going to fancy her anymore. But when we were younger, I mean, it was divine. So that's the beauty, you see. That's the beauty I'm holding, I'm finding, I'm seeing. And it's still there in the tree. Get it? Very, very subtle. The beauty, it doesn't get destroyed. Oh, it sounds like that movie. What was that movie? Ghost. Ghost, yeah. It sounds like that. And as soon as it becomes like a thing, you just lose it, you know, because it's beyond the thing. So there's this incredible beauty that remains. The beauty's still there. That will lead you to the next point. If you stick around, you're gonna see. But just go with the flow. I can't just jump and lose valuable information. I can't just jump from one to the other. So, yeah. Okay, I'll jump. The beauty's still there. How could that be if the objects have gone? It means that the beauty was never in the object. Okay, and all the Buddhists and the Hindus, which I love and adore, but those who are studying have not yet seen, or seeing what I'm seeing, are thinking, oh yes, we know. We know renunciation, you know, objects don't give the happiness that they offer, you know, that they appear to give. We all know about that. And, you know, the goodness is not contained in the object. Okay. The beauty. We all know that, yeah. But you know that intellectually. It's when you see it, it's different. Because her beauty is right there, still right there. The whole lot. I haven't lost anything. I haven't lost any of it. Because it came from me. That's what I was trying to say about the Buddhists and the Hindus. It's coming from you, you know, it's a projection from yourself The beauty you see in the world is a projection of you. You know that, and you're saying, oh yeah, we know that. But don't let it be intellectual. Let it be seen. And that's not easy. That's why I'm here, to explain these points. It's not easy, but it is here. Okay, so it's here for all of us. But we can't see it. I'll be honest with you, we just can't see it. It's just not faff around or jolly it up, or, oh, this is God's world. No, it isn't. It isn't. It isn't. It isn't. This is not God's world, of course. This is just your world. This is the world you're seeing through your ego. It's a reflection of you. That's what you're seeing. And it's not just the way you're seeing it, it's the actual solid of it, the objects. It's not just saying, oh, but you're seeing it wrong, you should see it like this. No, it doesn't matter how you see it. It's coming from you, no matter how you see it. So it's bullshit. But it's not bullshit, it still has to be there. But I'm saying that's your world, that's our world, that's the world of, some people say the devil or whatever, it's just whatever you want to believe. Or say from the apocryphal, which some of you are just going to run away. I don't care. Okay, the apocrypha of John and the Pistis of Sophia. Oh my God, unbelievable. And Jung's work on Answer to Job. Wow. I haven't read it. Of course, Tony's too lazy. He's too lazy. He just wants to be in the truth. He's not gonna study. He buys all these books. Let me just tell you a joke about Tony. He hears a great guru, okay, or just someone close to it, and like the kung fu dude from Germany, Shaolin monk guy, and he loves it. He watches one of his Instagrams, and he goes, "Yes, this man, he sees the truth. He sees the truth. Let me buy his book." And he buys the book and he puts it on the side, and he never reads it. Or he reads a few pages and he goes, not exactly. Puts it on the side. Not through pride, but no, that sounds prideful. But it's the truth. That's what he does. And it's kind of funny that he buys all these books because they're next to his bed, right next to his bed, for access, just in case he needs them, And he'll never pick them up, but he won't move them. He won't move them. Oh no. It's got Yogananda. Tried that. No, I couldn't. I just tried. I tried. Almost Yogananda. Almost. But no cigar. Well, I'm not saying I'm better than Yogananda. Tony isn't. No, but the truth itself, the actual truth, that's the one speaking. It's nothing to do with Tony. And that's been Tony's biggest problem. That's why he's been through the last 20 years after seeing the truth. That's what I was trying to say. In 2002, when he totally saw the truth, you see, at that time. And Jesus, whatever. I don't want to put people off, but God, he saw God. I wish I had a handkerchief, but I can't. I just haven't got the time. There was God, as a bright light, white light. Not bright, no, just... the room was yellow anyway. You're seeing beyond the physical. You say bright light, but it's not a bright light. It's super bright, yeah, but it's not... It doesn't affect your eyes. I've heard that a few times. Yeah, but it's true. The room was yellow. All I saw was the yellow room. But I saw the light of God. And then... No, Jesus was the light. Jesus was the light. So, my son's arrived. I'll have to come back to it.